Flabbergasted.
Snow tire.
Watermelon.
Start getting ready for Halloween and eating peppermint patties. I wanna eat a part of it.
Your peppermint patties.
Patties. I froze from the sensational mint. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the bench. Writing's really hard. We need another snack. And that is just a fact. Oh.
Hi, this is Shauna.
And this is Trisha.
And this is Two Girls on a Bench,
the podcast.
So welcome to our bench today. We write on the bench.
We snack on the bench.
And most of all, we procrastinate on the bench.
So today on our writing bench, we have an inspirational quote. We have guests from other podcasts coming on to talk about their favorite Halloween candy. We have lots of news and a demonic writing prompt.
Whoa.
We are part of hashtag all the horror or at all the horror 18.
Yes.
And this is a collaboration of over a dozen podcasters working to give you an episode every single day of October. So that's where our demonic and Halloween candy come from.
So here's our inspirational quote, and it comes from a writer who is known for horror. Well, I don't know if you call it horror.
Thriller, suspense.
Thrillers, horror. So this is Anne Rice.
Yes.
Vampires, right?
Vampires. That's totally horror.
Okay. Anne Rice. So this is her quote. To write something, you have to risk making a fool of yourself.
So true. And we've been making fools of ourselves like all over the town.
Yeah, all over the place. All over town, all over the internet.
Everywhere.
So it kicked off with us going to the Outliers Podcast Festival in LA, which was really fun.
Amazing.
And we met like a ton of people. We learned a bunch of stuff.
We got to see the Village Workspace location in Santa Monica.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which is like a shared, like a rent share situation where you can like podcast. It's specifically for podcasters. Like,
yeah, they have like
all kinds of rooms, cubbies.
Kombucha. I don't know.
Super cute.
There's so much kombucha.
There's a little kitchen.
There's a little bit too much kombucha. Just kidding.
Do you like kombucha still?
No,
You used
I don't.
to.
I did?
Didn't you? Isn't that the
never liked
mushroom
it.
that you grow in a glass?
No, that's different.
Oh, I thought that was
I've gone through a
kombucha,
lot of fads.
but not kombucha.
I don't like kombucha. It's so weird and
My
bitter
cousin
and...
Katie, if you're listening, sorry, she loves it a lot.
No, a lot of people love it.
Like,
Everybody was
all
drinking
different
it.
flavors.
It must have been sponsored by a company because there was like a lot of it
They
around.
donated some, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, sorry. That was a real...
Tangent.
Yeah, so...
So if you're new to the show, we are longtime friends and writers who tend to digress just a bit.
Just
so
way off the bench.
trying to keep on track here, but
we're trying. So
anyways.
okay, so Outlier Festival, and then
it was an amazing like set of like breakout sessions, and you know
they did some live recordings, and we got to meet the Lady Pod Squad. We got to meet all the ladies.
Yes.
It was awesome.
We got to see Campfire Shit Show live, and also Two Girls One Ghost live.
That was fun.
We got to know Ariel from the Earbuds Collective, which if you're not signed up for that newsletter that she does, it's really great. I'll put it in the show notes. And
and Trisha had this really cool moment where she like went up to this guy that we really respect and like told him her life story, and then
it was like my I carried a watermelon moment with, should I just say his name? Should I not
why
be
not?
shy?
He won't
So
care.
Jonathan Hirsch, who did Dear Franklin Jones, among other things.
which we are like in love with that podcast. Like we were like, we love your podcast.
Started his own company called Neon Hum.
Neon Hum. I was
Like
gonna say
a
Neon
side,
Lights.
Yeah, Neon Hum, and he's the editor and producer of the new Dr. Death series that you might be listening to, which is also
It's very popular.
intriguing, very good. Investigative journalism type stuff. But
Yeah.
we walked up to where he spoke, right? He's the keynote speaker. Excellent. So amazing to see him. been tweeting at him for a while. He knew who he was because of Twitter. I mean, he knows who he is, but he knew who we were a little bit because of Twitter.
He's a guy that really knows who he is.
He knows who he is.
That's good.
I don't know who I am, apparently. So we walked up to him and I just started blabbing this big story idea I have, which is not what I meant to do. We call it the weird talking thing that I do, which I guess we're doing on the podcast all the time.
Everyone's like, that's what this podcast is. It's the weird talking thing. Maybe that's what we should have called it. The weird talking thing.
Weird talking on the bench. So we went to the restroom after we talked to him and I was like, good Lord, what did I just say? And Shauna was like trying to be nice, but I know that I made a fool of myself. So Jonathan Hirsch, I'm so sorry.
And then she was like, should I go up to him and say
and
that
like apologize?
No, it just keeps getting worse if you do that.
Shauna's like, just stop talking to everybody now. But later that night, we got to meet the amazing Chris from More Gooder Than and Josh Hallmark.
We also met the enthusiasm enthusiast.
Katie.
So that's Katie. And at one point, Katie was like feeding potatoes to Trisha because I was passing them across this wine bar. And
it was really funny because
she's great. She has a good podcast. And, there's just all these cool people. Like, it was just so much fun.
It was incredible, overwhelming. And we can't wait to do it again. And it's going to be in Austin next spring.
Yeah, we're going to try and go. We'll see.
Well, we're gonna be there because
we're on the road.
We're gonna be talking and stuff.
Maybe. Well, they haven't really formally invited us. We're just gonna show up and talk.
We're just gonna do it.
Bring
I'm gonna
our
do
own
the
microphones.
Weird talking thing.
Yeah. They're
and,
like, that church.
We'll bring our own watermelons. and we'll just be there. Ever Gonzalez will be like, hey, dude. What's up?
He's the guy that like runs the Outlier.
He is the creator.
He is the Outlier. The Outlier.
He likes the outliers, so we like him.
So then on International Podcast Day,
oh my God, you guys,
we were very honored to watch the Podcast Awards.
Yes, and we were nominated in the comedy category for the People's Choice for 2018 Podcast Awards, which was already cool.
Yeah, we were already like, wow, we're cool. We're nominated.
How did we get nominated? And there's all these other amazing shows up next to us. And we're like, wow, we're so honored.
And we're kind of new. So we're like, and so then they go to announce the winners, which we posted on like social media. They go to announce, they announced the nominees. And the guy was like, 2 girls on a beach.
And we're like, there's no way we won.
We're like,
we didn't know who we are.
We didn't win because we are not on a beach. And then we won.
We totally did, you guys, which is crazy. And thank you. I don't even know who got to vote.
Whoever
or what
voted for us, thanks.
Deal. Wow.
If you didn't, that's okay because we didn't really expect to win. But
no, we're really flattered and flabbergasted and what other F words can I fucked up and farting.
We are flabbergasted.
Yes, we're flabbergasted. No one ever says that anymore.
I know, it's kind of a good one.
Flabbergasted.
Came out of nowhere.
Anyways, though, whoever we need to thank you because that was amazing, especially on International Podcast Day, which
we were feeling very international.
Its own like amazing group of things going on. So
world travelers. Yes. And then today we were recording our first audio drama.
Yeah, we were the actors, you guys.
Going back to Anne Rice's quote about making a fool of yourself, we were just luxuriating around in that, just rolling around in that feeling. Yeah, it was hard because we don't really do that.
Yeah, no, it's we listen to ourselves.
We can write, like we wrote a script and we're like, this script is fun. It probably would have been great if we had actors do it.
Oh man,
but we have like no time and we're like running around trying to do stuff, and so we just did the voices, and so it'll be on the Cabinet podcast, which everyone should listen to. It's a great podcast, and you'll find out how silly it is.
It's like, I think it's coming out on the 26th.
It's actually not funny at all.
No, it's scary. The Cabinet podcast is about like the ghost in the machine. It's actually super creepy. I would say an audio drama.
Yeah. So we tried to be audio drama.
We've talked about Tim's show before, and I hope that we are doing the show justice by the piece that we put together.
It's an homage.
Yeah, we're very nervous. And we had to do Australian accents, which we're not good at all.
It was like,
just kidding.
shrimp on the Barbie. Like so
I
bad.
can't even do
like something really stupid
I
and,
can't even
and like
pretend.
lame.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've been very busy, and now we have a bunch of people joining us for Snack Book today.
Yes.
Because it's Halloween season.
Yes.
Like right away. October 1st starts Halloween season, everybody.
Exactly.
So we've invited a bunch of people to join us and tell us their favorite candies and
Or least favorite.
or
Sometimes.
do some of them say their least favorite? Yeah, because usually some people like contrast, like I hate this, but I love this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna share some of those, and then we're gonna share our own snack.
Just in time for the Halloween season, the Cabinet Podcast presents Tales and Other Tricks and Treats linked to the greatest video game urban legend of all time. It's arcade anthology, Polybius Rises, a Halloween special featuring segments from Two Girls on a Bench, Conspired, Karaoke Big E, Totally Unreal Book Club, and of course, The Cabinet. Subscribe to the Cabinet Podcast to get Arcade Anthology, Polybius Rises, October 24th on your favorite podcatchers. When the screens go dark, Polybius rises. Trick or treat, gamers.
Give me that snack book.
So there I was hovering over the park with Sam Stepanenko and Trish Coughlin.
Hey,
Hi, I'm Jason Bishop.
I'm Sam.
I'm Trish.
And yeah, we were floating over the park, minding our own business, and then these apples are being hurled at our mothership. Yeah, we have a spaceship. We're Invasion of the Remake.
Yeah.
Don't make a thing of it. And apparently, these two girls on a bench had a thing about it. Apparently, I gave them these apples at Halloween. I'm sorry. I ran out of cash. There was no candy left. When you know when you go at the last minute and there's nothing left except for fruit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But you're paying for the dents in my spaceship.
We'll send you the bill.
The bill is coming.
And they hit them with like the little bumps on the bottom, so there is even more dents than just a regular apple dent.
Yeah. So they told me to buy my favorite candy. I'm like, well, but then I'd never hand it out. But, what is my favorite candy to get on Halloween? Well, bar none. Didn't even have to think about it. Reese peanut butter cups.
Nice.
It's the first thing I'd sort out. Last thing I'd eat because they're amazing.
Yeah, and I do the same thing. I always save my favorite for last, and everybody's gonna think I'm weird because these things are on all the lists of worst Halloween candy. But I love those waxy caramel chewy things that come in the black and orange wrapper that nobody knows the name of.
You're a monster.
I love them. I don't know
You're
why.
inhuman.
Well, I don't like candy
Well,
anyhow. But
we're alien.
yeah,
No, we have a spaceship. Nobody said we were aliens.
yes, we're just invaders. We're
We're
not
just
aliens.
invaders? Oh, okay. Just
But yeah,
invaders.
I love the waxy caramel thingies in the weirdly colored wrapper.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. You need to find the right houses, the really creepy, weird houses that put out the weird candy.
I don't think they
That's-
sell this stuff anymore.
No, that's the kind of stuff you can't even trade because you will be ostracized.
And I was fine with that. I'm totally fine with it.
Well, yeah, because you
Because
were
he's
eating
never
it.
going to give it away.
You were
Why would he
giving it
trade
away.
it?
Like that's the stuff you don't eat, you don't trade, you huck it with the fruit.
And I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, it's the stuff that most people throw at other people.
It's like you've just told me you enjoy thrills.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take that.
Totally love thrills.
Okay, Trish, what is your favorite? Because I'm hoping you have some sense of humanity.
Glacette raisins.
See, that's
Chocolate
okay.
covered raisins.
Boring.
I love them. I love them.
That's
I love
okay.
them. They no longer sell them at movie theaters. I have to sneak them in myself because I have to have them at a movie.
I do like them, but it's not like exciting.
You make it sound like you're selling them under your coat or
know,
something. Like
that
you're in
might
the
pay for
back
the movie.
alleys.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Selling Glossette
Oh, I'm
raisins.
not selling. They don't sell them there anymore. I probably should.
That's what I'm saying is, Jay's onto something here.
I couldn't be the only one. Do you think these two girls would like those Glossette raisins?
Oh man, you break bad in the worst ways.
Hey, maybe it's a stepping stone. Maybe today it's Glossette raisins, and maybe 10 years from now it's crystal meth. I just can't get there
or
right
whatever
away.
the hot drug is in 10 years.
At least that's near the top. Sam's like got the bottom of the bag. Like somewhere in the middle is rockets, but your
like
favorites
rockets
are
too,
right at the bottom. Well, rockets are acceptable. I like rockets as well. It's like the sugary powdery goodness that gets you really high on sugar and vibrating.
Yeah, the reality is if I ate them now, I'd probably hate them. It's probably a nostalgia thing for me because, like I said, I don't really eat candy as an adult. So it's probably nostalgia, and they probably are terrible, but I'm sticking with it.
Ooh, slightly stale Swedish berries I used to like as well.
Ooh, I like those too.
I've had enough of both of you. All right, so the next time the two girls at a bench come to our door, I will give you Glossette raisins. I will give you Reese peanut butter cups. I won't inflict you with Sam's stuff. He won't give it up anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just stop throwing apples at our spaceship. Stop throwing apples at our spaceship. I've been Jason.
I'm always Sam.
I continue to be Trish.
We are out of here.
Holly Weird Paranormal here. It's me, Tammy Merhab Chavez.
Hello, it's Bryce Mitchell-Williams.
So you wanted to know what our favorite Halloween candy is. So size matters for moi. Yeah, I'll say it. I always love anything fun size. Wink, wink.
I have a tradition of eating exactly 2 pieces of candy corn every Halloween and not a single kernel more. It's too sweet after that, but I need 2 every year.
So there you have it. Those are our favorite candies.
Those don't seem neurotic at all.
No. Love you, girls, and can't wait to listen to more episodes of your podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's me, Chris, from More Gooder Than. How's it going, ladies? I love red vines. I think they're delicious. I love them fresh out of the tub. They need to be soft, though. Sometimes you'll get them at the movie theaters, and they'll be hard as rock, and then that's not good for anybody. I like black licorice, too. I'm one of the few people. But red vines, delicious, nice and fresh, soft. Can always have them. Corey loves Skittles. He has a bag on him at all times. There is not a day that goes by that I do not see him eating at least one Skittle. And so that's what he goes for. Donnie, I have never seen eat candy before. I don't even know if he knows that candy exists. But he does eat these dried plums that are covered in salt and chili. They're called saladitos. And they are one of the most horrendous things in the world to eat. But he eats them like they're candy. So I guess that counts. Sometimes they have sugar on them, I think. But most of the time they just have salt and chili powder. Anyway, happy Halloween, and go Podfix.
It's Melissa from the Brook Reading Podcast. I am so excited about your question about Halloween candy because A, I love Halloween, and 2, I freaking love candy. I think my answer would be twofold. If I am trick-or-treating, there better be some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups in my pumpkin at the end of the night, or I am going to throw a little bit of a hissy fit. That is the best candy of all time. But if I'm just hanging around the house and there's little candy bowls everywhere, I really, really, really hope that when I stick my hand in, I get a huge handful of candy corn. I love me some Brock's candy corn. That stuff is the best. And you only get it once a year, which is kind of unfortunate. But anyway, it's a nice thing to look forward to. Thank you so much for including me in your snack fest, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.
Hello, Shauna and Trisha. This is Stork and Peacock from the Besotted Geek. I was going to let you say hello.
All right. You want to start over?
And we're here to tell you our favorite Halloween candy. So I'll let Peacock go first.
Ooh. My favorite's kind of boring.
Well, that's to be expected.
Yeah. I like Kit Kats.
Kit Kats, huh?
Yeah. That's what I like.
Give me a break.
Yeah. Give me a break. It's like a nice wafer, and then it's crunchy. I don't like all the caramely. When I was a kid, I liked the Snickers, but I like the Kit Kat now.
Kit Kat. So you like the kind that you get for Halloween, like the 2-pack, or do you like the big old 4?
The 2-pack's a nice amount, especially if you eat 4 of them.
2 of them and make it real. Make it a real Kit Kat.
Yeah. I mean, you like to get the full size anytime you go to any house,
Well,
right?
true, but that
But
rarely happens.
Rarely happens. So
You don't get it here, kids.
No.
So don't bother.
You get like a Dum-Dums. Cheap ass candy. Well, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
My favorite is Dum Dums. No. My favorite is Laffy Taffy.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, I used to buy it as a kid at the local store. Ride my bike over, and they were a nickel a piece. You get those funny jokes on the inside.
Yeah,
like
real funny.
when it's a door, not a door. When it's a jar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of nostalgia, but I do like the taste of them all, especially banana.
I don't like
a lot
the
of people hate
banana.
banana. I love banana.
I like all the other ones except banana. Well, strawberry's not great.
You're not great.
It's true. I like the grape and the green apple ones.
Grape, that came along past my time.
Well, grape's good.
All right. Well, anyway, there you have it. Kit Kats and Laffy Taffy. So back to you. Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Hello, Sean and Trisha. It's Joe.
It's Jake.
And we're from Things Joe Hates. And we both agree that our favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And they are delicious. I love them. They're bite-sized and they're perfect. But if I had to pick a candy I hate, I'd say it's Now and Laters. It's like sweet pen caps. The texture is just like plastic. It's terrible.
That's disgusting.
What do you hate, Jake?
But not as bad as Twizzlers.
Oh, I love Twizzlers.
I don't like Twizzlers at all.
You
I'm
don't
not.
like
I'm not a licorice guy.
Yeah. All right, well, there you go. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mick.
And I'm Frank.
And we are the hosts of Late Drinkers, the podcast. And we were asked to give our favorite candy for the Halloween period. And I know ever since I was a kid, I loved receiving Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I love the sweetness of the chocolate and the saltiness of the peanut butter.
And my favorite is Maltesers. I love the crunchy core of the Malteser, and I love the chocolate milk coating around the Malteser. And they're so easy to eat, so why not?
Yeah, one leads to the other.
Exactly.
I just want to say a big thank you to two girls on a bench for asking us for taking part in this with them. And yeah, that's it. That's our Halloween candy, and peace out.
Hey girls, it's Toph from Gravity Beard. My favorite candy. That's a tough one. I think it comes down to two, and they're both candy bars. One is Twix, and the other is Kit Kat. And if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably choose Kit Kat. So that's it. My favorite candy is Kit Kat. Thanks, guys. See you later. Love the show.
That's a lot of candy.
Yes.
And
It
I've
makes
been
me
eating
hungry.
a lot of candy at work. It's been like, it's everywhere. I ate like 4 mini candies the other day and I was just like, I don't even care. And I just was like that about it too. Like I was just saying that.
Yeah.
I have this coworker that puts up a little whiteboard and she puts like a riddle, or like the other day she did one where she put blanks in the lyrics to a song.
Mm-hmm.
It's just she was
had to,
like
like, fill it in.
Yeah, you had to like fill it in and figure out what the song was.
Nice.
It's really funny. Like she does all these like little quirky things and she has candy, and so then you stand there and try and figure it out, and you eat candy while you're there. And then I went back like 8 times and got candy. I'm just kidding. It was like 4 times.
You're like,
so
I really am into this song.
I'm gonna sing it again. Can I have another one? So anyway, we're gonna talk about candy now.
Just for a minute. We're going to talk about the things that we like, and then on the next episode, we're going to talk about the things we don't like.
It's coming. So, what's your favorite candy? Like Halloween candy. We should be specific.
It's so hard to pick.
If you were going to like trick or treat right now for yourself, not your kids, yourself, like you got to have a bag and stand there.
Okay. I think I would like those mini dark chocolate Snickers.
Ooh.
Right?
Have you had the dark chocolate Milky Way? Those are good too.
Those are good too. So it would be like one of those things, like something with like a caramel and a nougat, but also like dark chocolate. Because it's like the Halloween candy thing. If it wasn't Halloween candy, it would just be like dark chocolate. But
right,
you know what I mean? Like I like those mini candy bars, man. I really like them, especially the dark chocolate ones.
It's really.
Did I mention dark chocolate?
Yeah, dark chocolate.
What?
You got it. I think.
What would you pick?
Is my This is dark chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah, it always has been.
So York peppermint patties are like this random thing that I love, and when I see like
you feel
snack,
the sensation.
We were just talking about the commercial when we were young, which people
Yes.
may or may not remember, where they would like open up the candy and then they'd be like in the Arctic
Yes.
and there'd be like snow and it was like, because it is a very minty flavor.
It's very refreshing.
It's dark chocolate covered. Wait, it's mint covered in chocolate. How do you say that? Did I say that right? Dark chocolate covered peppermint patties. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
They're delicious. We ate those. And today we ate those.
Yes.
We did not eat any Snickers.
Nope.
But we were inspired by some of the other folks. Everyone loves Reese's.
Everybody, there was a lot of
There's
Reese's.
like some consensus around
Yeah.
peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much.
There's unless you have a peanut problem.
Well, then they can't eat a lot of these things.
No.
They get a York peppermint patty if they can eat peanuts.
Right?
And
Yeah.
then I picked up 1,000, what's it called? 100 grand.
100 lira grand.
I always call it $100,000 million grand because I can never remember like
a billion
what
million
denomination of money it is. Because this is a
grand.
good caramely, like
Yeah.
crunchy.
We had like a roommate once that used to put these in the freezer and then like gnaw on them.
Yeah, because they're like not super soft to begin. We're not gonna. I don't think we should put
think
it
we
in our
should-
mouth right now
yeah.
because then we'll be like, nom, nom, nom,
Put it
nom,
in your
nom.
mouth. Sorry, South Park reference.
Learn your South Park, people. Okay, so now should we write?
Write it, bitch.
So we did it. Our writing prompt.
You can too. After Shalna reads the prompt, there's nothing stopping you from pausing this
Right.
podcast and writing for 3 minutes.
You can do it. I
Yeah.
mean, no one's gonna tell you not to.
Yeah,
In fact, we're gonna tell you that you might want to
do it.
Do it. Here's the prompt today, everybody. Your roommate is literally the devil. Surprisingly, he is the best roommate you ever had. Okay, so that's
such a fun one.
all you have to do is just like know that
Go
that's
with that.
fun. That is like the funnest thing.
All right, you go first.
You want me to go first? Okay. When Lucifer moved in, I was a little skeptical. I mean, well, he's Josh's friend, and Josh is like the messiest guy. So I didn't really trust his judgment, but rent was due. So anyway, Lucifer's the best. I mean, sometimes it's a little intense when he works from home. He has these weird conference calls where I can hear people like screaming and shrieking. But I mean, he's really organized and neat, and he's an amazing cook. Oh my God. He made, and then I skipped a page. He made the best deviled eggs last weekend. He added bacon into the yolks. What a fucking genius.
That's awesome. I love it. All right. Why is Satan the best roomie ever? Here are my pros and cons. Pro, he doesn't give a fuck about sharing chores. Con, he keeps the apartment very hot.
I almost made a comment about him keeping hot.
Oh,
That's
did
so
you?
funny. Yeah.
Pro, he doesn't steal my food because he doesn't eat. Con, he growls really loudly in his sleep. Pro, he pays the rent by hypnotizing the landlord. Con, he doesn't have a real job, so he's always around like stalking people online because he's, a modern demon.
That's right.
Pro, he never has laundry. Con, all he wears is a loincloth. Pro, he curses anyone who's an asshole to me. Con, he could damn me to hell if he wanted to. Overall, best roomie ever.
Oh my God, that's great. That's hilarious. He wears a loincloth.
I made my pros and then I'm I have to make cons that are funny. The only one I couldn't really think of was he doesn't steal my food. I couldn't think of a con, so I was he growls in his sleep. But yeah,
so funny.
I was pretty proud of that loincloth.
That was
in the
good.
hot apartment.
I almost said
But
that
the deviled eggs was so good.
I was gonna do something about and he keeps his room hot, but whatever. I
Yeah.
was gonna say something like that too, but then I
Yeah.
just ran out of time.
No, it was awesome.
I was thinking it though. That's funny.
That would be a really hilarious short story. Actually, we could probably combine them.
I was just gonna say I would combine them and be that would
pros
be funny.
and cons, and then your little anecdotal bit. See, this is why we're writing partners, guys.
Hello, everybody. It's a big deal.
It's so funny when he happened to be the devil or whatever. I couldn't think of the name Lucifer. I was trying to think, like, what do you call the devil? And I was like, well, Satan. I guess I'll just call him Satan. It sounds really stupid to say out loud what I just said, but that's okay.
Well, no, I mean,
Just
it's
let
like,
it lie.
I guess there's a lot of names for the devil, probably.
Yeah.
Like
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. I was just going to say that. Or like Satan or Lucifer or.
Could it be
Satan? Is it Lucifer in the Bible?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes, it is because it's the angel Lucifer.
Yeah.
Lucifer's not like an evil name.
All
It's
I think
just
about
the angel Lucifer
is supernatural all the time
I
because
know.
of the characters on there. And like they're like so real that now when I think of the devil, I just think of the actor that plays
the green-eyed demon guy.
Yeah, I'm all, oh, it's that guy. He's really funny.
Yellow-eyed demon.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit thrown off.
I love that guy.
By reality
I
now.
don't know what his name is.
Well,
but
I
he's
mean,
a good actor.
Reality being that the devil's
You
the
don't
best
you don't
roommate
meet
you ever
many
had.
you don't meet many Lucifers, do you?
No.
I don't know. It was just being dumb.
No, you don't. It's not like most popular name of 2018.
People
Lucifer.
name their babies like Gabriel and like after other
Yeah.
angel names, like I can't think
Saints.
of any other angel name right now. But
Michael.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't Michael a
Angel, Archangel? Yeah, something. I don't know. People are screaming right now.
Yeah, we're just screwing that up, but
no
that's
one
okay.
uses Lucifer. Probably bad luck. Like Damien. Although there are some Damiens.
No, there's Damiens.
I would never be able to do it without cracking a smile. I'd be like, Damien. I'm sorry, son. Your name just makes me think of so many things. Oh, that brings me to that. We were going to talk about that movie.
Little
the
Evil.
Halloween movie. Yeah, Little Evil, which I
That
think I
was-
mentioned on the show before when I first watched it.
Freaking funny. We were just thinking about like funny Halloween movies, like
Yeah.
funny horror movies, I guess.
Yeah, not like
Halloween necessarily.
Not like gory or super scary. Just
I just
kind of like
watched-
us. Just a small bite of scary humor.
Yeah, like naming your kid Lucifer. I don't know, but yeah, Little Evil was really funny. That didn't.
It's on Netflix. It's,
go the way I thought it was going to. It was awesome.
It's
And
not
Sally
Paul-
Field is randomly in it, which is so bizarre and
It's not-
hilarious.
wait, what's his name? It's not Paul Rudd because I'm thinking it's
No,
Paul Rudd.
Adam
Thank you,
Scott. Yeah,
Adam Scott. Yes.
Yep, and
Super
the chick
good.
that was on Lost,
Yes.
Evangeline Lilly. Look at me remembering names.
Holy crap.
What? And then some little kid that looks like Damien sometimes, which is super funny.
It's so good.
Yeah.
What's the other one that's funny? Your favorite one?
My favorite movie is Shaun of the Dead. It's literally like I think my favorite movie. Like, well, no, that's not true. Like, All About Eve is my favorite movie.
All About Eve. Yeah.
Like a
Like
real
a film?
movie, like
Yeah.
an actual like.
It's gonna be a bumper night.
Yeah, like a high class movie.
Yeah.
But then like for like everyday snacking,
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
It is such. Yeah, I love that movie too. It's
hilarious.
Also, like you reminded me earlier. So I married an ex-murderer.
Oh my god!
And I was like,
Love
we
it.
should have done like a collaboration for all the horror about that. It would have been cool.
Well, now we can do it next year.
Yeah,
because
next
like
year,
we have
folks.
some other ideas for next year. We did another guest with another podcast that'll be coming out, and we were like, next year we're gonna do this movie.
Yeah.
'Cause we started getting all excited about it, and it's like there's so many fun movies to talk about. They're not all funny, but they're fun to talk
Someone
about.
mentioned that October is starting to feel like Christmas because every day, or like Hanukkah, because every day you get to like open a new present, which is like a new podcast on that day for Halloween, and it's all about stuff
Aw.
you like. Like everybody likes October. I think everybody does. I don't know.
I don't know if you don't. Well,
we do.
You can just, chill
Bite
out.
me. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Just
Bite
chill
me.
out. Just chill out.
You
dude.
know, just wait for your holiday.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
When it's-
Groundhog Day,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
you know.
Flag Day. Arbor Day.
Bastille
Planet
Day.
Tree.
I used to work with this woman. She used to be like, "My birthday is Bastille Day," and like then I always would remember when her birthday was. I was like, "Yeah," I'd see it on the calendar, and be like, "Oh, that's her birthday," and I'm like, "That was kind of a good thing to stick in my head."
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So we have to go.
Yeah.
Because we have like literally a million things going on right now.
Halloween, bitches.
It's been a big month.
I have to sew like a snow tiger costume for my daughter, and I'm trying to convince her to be something easy like a fucking witch. Or
She wants to be a snow tire?
Snow tire. A Michelin snow tire. No.
You said snow tire.
Tiger.
I swear to God, you said snow
I
tire.
probably said tire. Tiger. I'm like tired, so I
I'm
just
like, that's
slurred.
such an abstract. I wouldn't put it past her, but like, I'm like, that's such an abstract costume.
The best part about that just now is that you wouldn't put it past my daughter that she wants to be a snow tire for Halloween. That's how weird we are.
I don't know. Like, you never know.
I
About
could
these
probably figure out how to make a snow tire much easier than a snow tiger.
That's
costume.
hard. That sounds
She
really...
wants it like those zip up jammies with feet and crap.
Can you just find zip up jammies?
And like spray paint it like a tiger?
You could go online and look for like snow tiger zip up jammies. I bet you can find them.
All right. I'm going to totally do that. And then
If
I'll
anybody-
get my sewing machine out and like put a bunch of thread everywhere and be like, here they are. I sewed them for you.
What? She won't care. She just wants to be a snow tire. I mean, tiger. We're like, it's such a useful costume because then you can put it on your car. Except we don't live in the snow, so it doesn't matter.
You're like, where did she get that idea from?
Like, that's weird. Yeah, if anybody knows where there's a snow tiger costume,
please. We have time.
We have
because
time to
it's just
order
the
it.
beginning of October.
Send us a
and
link.
I usually sew the costume on like the 29th. So we're good.
I don't know what my kids want to be. They always want to be something scary, and I'm like, whatever. We might dress up, me and you.
Yeah.
But we're not sure yet. It will be revealed.
To be revealed later.
Maybe.
Even though we might not be together on Halloween because sniff, Shauna's kids have friends that are older. My kids are younger. So
we've always gone together, but now my kids are like teenagers.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to do it with my friends.
You know what?
I'm going to go with my friends. And I'm like, all right, bye.
This day was going to come. We knew it was going to come eventually. Like
maybe I'll go with you and your kids.
A teenager and a almost 4-year-old don't go quite together. Like
I mean, they do really like each other.
They get along.
They were playing together
they're super
today.
sweet,
but for like the big
I'm sorry,
things.
it's Halloween. When I was Halloween,
you were Halloween.
I was Halloween once for Halloween. No, when I was a kid at Halloween, and my sister is 4 years younger than me, I didn't want to go trick or treating
you were
with
like,
her.
beat it, kid.
I was like, I want to go with my older friends. Totally, totally. Like
I just went alone because I was an only child. Just kidding.
There's a tiny little violin playing for Shauna right here. Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
All
All right, folks.
Everybody, keep snacking.
Keep writing. And happy October. Happy Halloween.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network.
You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.
I'm going to cut that part out because that sounded... I carried a watermelon onto our podcast.
You're all, what is it?
What is it
The
gonna
writing part
happen?
of the writing podcast.